Welcome to All About VCerts, the go-to podcast for busy teachers delivering NCFE Level 1 to Technical Awards. Hosted by myself, Rachel.
And Beth. We're both experienced provider development officers here at NCFE.
Each bite-sized episode is packed with practical insights, top tips, and expert guidance on all things VCerts.
Helping you make the most of your VCerts.
Hi everyone and welcome back to our All About VCerts. I'm Beth.
And I'm Rachel. So which key resources can really strengthen your VCert delivery? And how can the Tutor Guidance and the 2-hour resource pack support your planning, teaching and learner outcomes?
We're joined by Sam for our external quality assurance team, who's here to share practical tips on how to use these tools effectively to support your teaching and help your learners succeed.
So Sam, welcome to the podcast and we're really looking forward to hearing your insights. So can we just start by telling us a little bit about your role and what you've seen in terms of how centres are using these resources?
Hi, thanks for having us. As part of the EQA team, I work with centres across the country to support quality delivery and assessment. I've seen some great examples of how the tutor guidance and resource packs can really enhance teaching when used well, and I'm excited to share some of those insights today.
So using the tutor guidance effectively. Let's start with the tutor guidance, Sam. What's your advice for getting the most out of it?
Okay, so familiarise yourself early. Read the document in full before the NEA window opens. Pay close attention to sections and tasks, timings, assessment conditions, and required resources. Highlight key dates such as the release of the live NEA brief, which is the 1st of October, and submission deadlines, the 30th of April.
Oh, that's such a good point. It's easy to overlook how much information is actually packed into those documents.
Absolutely. My tips to use it to plan delivery. I would say use the task by task breakdown to create a clear and clear delivery schedule. Ensure learners have completed all teaching and learning before the start of the NEA, and allocate the 2-hour preparation and research time before the formal NEA begins.
So just making the most out of the 2-hour resource pack. Let's talk a little bit about this pack and what's the purpose is and how can tutors use it effectively.
The pack, once it's completed by your learners, is designed to help learners prepare for the NEA tasks by exploring the brief in a structured way. Your learners need to create resources that will support them when completing the NEA tasks. It's not about giving answers to tasks, as your learners don't have the tasks available at this point. It's about helping learners understand the context of the scenario or the brief and produce resources that will aid them in and plan their approach to the brief. It'll allow learners to build confidence and encourages learners to think critically before they begin the NEA tasks.
So it's setting the tone for the session is key.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Create a calm, focused environment. It's their chance really to get to grips with the brief.
Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. So what are some common mistakes centres make with the tutor guidance and how can they avoid them?
Well, one is understanding the tutor guidance. Some tutors don't realise how much support is actually in there. My advice, I would say, share the tutor guidance document with all staff involved in the delivery to ensure consistent interpretation of requirements. Refer to the standardisation training materials, which is available to download from the qualification pages on our website. If you just go to the support materials tab, this will really support your delivery. To ensure teachers are calibrated and confident by using the marking and moderation guidance to align assessment decisions across your team too. Also, it's vital to follow the regulations for conduct section of the tutor guidance to avoid malpractice. You can also use the JCQ instructions for conducting the NEA, which is available in the mandatory policies area of our website, alongside the tutor guidance document too. Use the tutor guidance document to guide supervision protocols, including secure storage of learner work, supervised sessions. No work outside of the scheduled NEA time should be allocated, and no feedback during tasks. Learners must work independently. Secondly, is preparing your learners thoroughly. Use the guidance to explain the NEA expectations to your learners, what they can and they cannot do, and access during tasks, how to use their research pack appropriately, the importance of referencing sources and maintaining academic integrity.
Oh, that's such a helpful reminder. It's all about being intentional with how we use the guidance. And can I just add the importance of tracking the learner's progress throughout the NEA and keeping logs of assessment timetables, learners' attendance, and time the learners have spent on a task, the research packs and the task submissions, and also the internal quality assurance activities such as your standardisation meetings, the all important sort of key documents to keep on track of.
So what are some of the common mistakes centres make when introducing the learner resource pack for their learners, and how can they avoid them, Sam?
Firstly, use the full 2 hours preparation and use it wisely. Schedule the full 2 hours before the formal NEA sessions begin. Make sure learners understand that this is their opportunity to gather and organise information that will support them during the NEA, and also reinforce that this time is open book, so they can use textbooks, class notes, internet resources and teaching materials. Secondly, I'd say guide learners on creating a strong research pack. The research pack must be no more than 4 sides of A4 in font size 12 if it's typed. It can be handwritten or digital. Include images and links if they're relevant, and encourage learners to summarise key concepts in their own words. Include relevant data, definitions and examples, and organise the pack clearly using headings, bullet points and diagrams. Thirdly, emphasise academic integrity. Learners must cite sources properly, use quotation marks for direct quotes, include the author, the source, name and the date accessed if on the website. Explain that copying and pasting without referencing is considered malpractice. Finally, clarify what can and cannot be included. Learners can use class notes, textbooks, internet, published materials, the NEA brief, but not the individual tasks. Learners cannot use templates provided by the centre or pre-filled materials or anything that gives them an unfair advantage.
All right. Oh, so to sum up, we've got to use the tutor guidance as a planning and delivery tool. So use the task by task breakdown to create a clear delivery schedule. Ensure learners have completed all the teaching and learning before the start the NEA. And remember to allocate the 2 hour preparation and research time before the formal NEA begins.
And make the most of the 2 hour resource pack. It's the only support materials allowed during the NEA task unless otherwise stated. Learners must submit it at the end of the session and it must be kept secure. It will be uploaded to NCFE if learners are selected for moderation, so it should be well presented and clear for NEA success.
So these resources are there to support you and your learners every step of the way, really.
So Sam, thank you so much for joining us and sharing us such helpful advice.
Thanks for having us. It's been great to be part of the conversation.
And to our listeners, if you haven't explored the resources mentioned today in depth, now's the perfect time to go and hunt them out and have a little read through.
And also, please book onto our Q&A sessions coming up. In March, we are covering key information, May, holistic marking, June, prepping for 26-27. And these can all be found on our Provider Hub page. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye-bye.
If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to follow, share, or leave a review.
Until next time, be prepared
And know we're here for you.
and stay connected.